Welcome back to the shop by Model T. Today we're going to look at Gandalf. Paul's been doing a lot of work to him lately, and now it's my turn to chip in some. It is severely lacking in something, and I'll show you what it is. Look in there. No kick panels. You know why? Because they're ugly. I'm going to fix that. Right now I'm outside. I'm going to use the back of the trailer to work on. I'm going to show you how beat up these poor panels are. They're pretty warped, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. So check this out. It is very stained. You can see where it got wet before, possibly lots of times. It's got a little some mold. The other one has a lot more, unfortunately, but nothing that we can't fix and help. But look at how bent this is. It's supposed to be nice and straight. So the first thing I want to address is the mold issue. So I'm going to take some of this Clorox with bleach. I'm only going to spray a little bit, so don't worry too much. Just enough to see if I can get some of it to croak and not come back. And then I'm going to take this bottle that says Windex, but I mean it literally had maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon left in it, and I filled it the rest of the way with water at this point. And I'm going to spray this just damp enough. I'm going to keep pressing on it until it starts to give and wants to stay formed in the position that I'm wanting it to. No more than that though, because we don't want it super saturated. We want it to be able to dry and be okay and not have further stuff going on. The sun is definitely making it go fast, and then I'm going to press on it. Okay, it's giving a teensy bit, but nowhere near what it needs to. So I'm going to spray it more. I'll work on one spot. I'm just going to keep pressing on it until I feel it giving in the way I want it to. It's probably going to take a little bit, but it is starting to give a little. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, the top part's really starting to get more formed. Okay. We're going to keep on working with it. It's getting there. It's probably been this way for a lot of years now. So I'm going to keep spraying this until I can get it to give more and more to where it wants to stay better. And I'll just keep gently pressing on it, try to give it a chance to try to get a new mold going with it. I don't want it to crack or tear or any of those, although it feels like it's a pretty strong material, of whether it's cardboard or whatever it is. It's some type of cardboard-like material. Now, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, because once this is pretty darn straight, the fabric's going to hide a lot of this, a lot of the imperfections, and we'll be able to slide it into the kick panel area, and it'll look really nice. I'm going to try to avoid the material if I can for the fabric. I don't want the cardboard material to get so loose that those staples start popping out. So that's one thing you want to avoid. Man, we are starting to make some progress here. I feel it. It wants to give. It's losing its will. I think the next thing to do, since it's two different sides, I'm going to get something heavy to set on this side, so that way I don't lose the flatness of this. Okay, we're going to start working on this side now. See if we can get some unbending getting going here. This is pretty comical. This water bottle is definitely not heavy enough. Just slowly get it there. This is a job that definitely takes patience. I'm bringing this big slab. It's pretty heavy. It's a lot easier in the long run, though, than me trying to hold this down on both sides with both arms switching around. This is just not heavy enough. So I'm going to give it, I'll spray again because it's really drying out, which is good because that means I haven't overdone it with spraying. So I'm going to spray this real good. I am going to put this heavy slab of a stone on here, and I am going to let it work all the way across. let it sit there for a while before I do another thing. Here we go. Okay, get this even. There we go. Ha ha ha. Work smarter, not harder. Now I'm gonna let that sit like that for a little bit. What I'm kind of thinking is it's not super hot today, but I would say it is at least in the upper 70s, maybe low 80s at max. And it's gonna get this slab nice and warm, which is gonna help that do its job underneath and kind of get those things to weaken, loosen, and kind of remold it to being flat. Okay, so what we have here now is the other panel. I've taken care of the mold issue. I have wet it and pressed it and everything. Put the stone on top so it can start doing the same thing, heat up a little bit more before I put something airy on it to press it down. In the meantime, the very first one I did, it's looking fantastic. Found the old door panel thing, whatever you want to call it, to keep the dog and the cat out of our bedroom, and pressed it down with these cinder blocks. It makes a great airy substance, whatever you want to call it, to flatten that down and keep it flattened. As you can see, it only has like a few little tiny ripples. On the back side of that is padding, and then the material, the fabric. And so you won't even be able to tell that it's slightly rippled like that underneath. And there we go. Now I'm going to let them bake in the sun for a little bit, and I'll be back. Let's see what Paul's up to. He's been doing something to Gandalf today. Hey, what you up to? What you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm putting some wind back in this tire here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we going for a ride by chance?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, here we come. Look at that. Not too shabby, huh? Now from the front, it's going to look fantastic. From the back, just a little itty bitty warps, nothing big. But like I said, that padding hides all little flaws. It'll be awesome. I'm going to put it in. This is the driver's side. It's going to sit exactly like this in the car, and I'll show you how it goes in. It's actually very simple. Okay. You're just going to go right up against the edging here between the clutch and the wall. You're going to angle it slightly. See how it's angled? You're going to go through here. You're going to get right on that little, there's a little lip right here. You go inside of that lip with the bottom. Oop, I missed it. Try that again. There we go. Maybe. I got to get my head in here so I can see where I'm going. Okay, there we go. Now I got it on that lip. Then once you get inside behind this dash panel, you're gonna go inside and push it in there and get that in there. Now it's there, and I'll show you how to make it stay nice. All right, so you'll notice now that we have it in there is a gap, and that's where screws come in handy. Doop. Or you may have the kind where behind this along the frame there would be wood, and then it would be nailed into the wood. But in this case, there's pre-done holes already. There's little holes where the screws used to be right there. And so I'm just going to put them right on in. And I'm going to show you in the catalog which ones are the right ones, because these are not exactly the correct ones. I'm going to try to see where the holes are. But this will at least give you an idea of what they look like. You could go to Bratton's, right there where Paul's figure is, the coupe, where it says 33160 for 1930-31. That will give you your choice of interior screws. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Here's the hole. We're going to get in that hole somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. But be super careful, because this fabric is pretty old. Allegedly it was redone in the 70s. So I do not want to rip the fabric. First I gotta line up the hole. There it is. All right, and then we can screw it on in there. So it's really that simple. You got a couple more holes. I think there's one somewhere in here. You'll see the little divot where it goes, and another one down here. And then we're gonna do the other side, and it'll look glamorous. Here's the other one. Not too shabby, huh? Nice and straight. Backside's a little funky still, but that will not show. So we're going to get it in there like that. That's the way it sits. We're going to go at an angle again. Avoid some things here. I'm going to get that little slot there. Can you see it down there, I hope? All right, we'll put those down. Come on, baby. Kind of feed it. I don't want to rip that fabric. Okay, and then there's that other lip over here. We're going to make sure that that goes into it once we're there. Oh my gosh, it's looking so nice to have these in again. Okay. Get them under there. Nice. Okay. Man, that's nice. I love it. Okay, and again, you're going to take your little screws. I've got some different little holes, one there, one there. Just put it in. I suggest that you go in the hole, kind of like a girl with earrings. I don't know, guys, some of you might wear earrings, I don't know. But if you put an earring in, you feel the back side and you figure out where that little end is going to go through. I feel it going through that little hole on the back of my finger. And then I know that I can go ahead and start screwing through so I don't mess up that hole. Then I'm going to find the other hole. It's right there. I'm just going to screw it in. At least I think I'm there. Am I there? Yep, I made it. There we go. Now I even made it more. Okay. And we're just going to screw it in and keep on going. But this is just for show. Me and Paul will definitely go and get the correct screws for this because it kind of had a mishmash of screws when we took them out. So we want this to look right. So we're going to get some real pretty screws to put in there. And it's going to be perfect. But for now, that's it. And now we get to go for a ride. I'm feeling it. I'm taking him for a long ride. So cool. It's nice to live so close to it. So what's next? Dinner?
Dinner.
Yes. All right, well that's it. We're almost home. We're gonna park, have some dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna park.
Make out.
Finally. Things are going my way.
Thanks for joining me today and seeing how the kick panels are fixed and installed again and all that good stuff. I hope you guys have an awesome week and know that I love you.